All right, let's get a serving of this. Definitely meaty. You know, the flavors of lasagna are definitely there. Is this better than lasagna? Welcome back to the Chef's Backyard. If this is your first time here, my name is John. I've got a couple of cookbooks. Check out the links in my video description below. Today we are going to be making ravioli lasagna. So the thinking here is lasagna is long sheets with a filling in the middle. So the ravioli kind of replaces that. We're gonna do it two ways, and this is gonna be the quick and easy version, guys. We've got store-bought sauce. The ravioli is already made. We've just gotta cook it for like 4 or 5 minutes. We'll boil it in some water behind me, and we can do with or without meat. So I also bought some Italian sausage and some ground beef. You ready to cook? Let's go. So into our pan, we're gonna add some mild Italian sausage. This one is already ground up. It's already out of the casing. If you had links of sausage, you could just cut the casing and remove it from there. And this is about a pound. You can add a little bit of oil if you want. There's plenty of fat in this, and that'll just render out. If you see my channel before, you know I like to use the potato masher for my ground meats. It just makes it nice and easy. All right, I've got some Italian herbs. This was just a blend called Italian herb blend. I've got a little bit of garlic and some onion. We can hit it with some black pepper. Now you can start this off with some onion and garlic, but here we just want to brown our meat, and then we'll remove it from the pan, and then we will brown our ground beef as well. All right, our sausage is cooked through, so we'll remove it from the pan. So there we have our cooked Italian sausage. Now into that same pan, I'll add a little bit of olive oil. We'll hit that with some onion powder, some garlic, and we're gonna do about a pound of ground meat. Same thing, in with that potato masher. You see how the potato masher just helps to break it into small pieces? Then we can add some of that Italian seasoning into that as well. And this just helps you to make sure that you're flavoring each portion of your dish. Each ingredient should be seasoned. We can season it with some salt, pepper. Okay, so our ground beef is already cooked. I'm gonna turn the heat off here. We're gonna move this back to the stove back here. Now we have our pasta water boiling. You always wanna salt your water when you're cooking pasta. Salt is what will help to keep the pasta from sticking. For this recipe, we're using cheese raviolis. We'll just put them in the water, and we'll cook them for 4 to 6 minutes. All right, guys, so if you notice, our pasta is floating. There's our timer. Let's go ahead and remove it from the water, and there's our ravioli. All right, guys, so the first one we're gonna make will be veggie. It'll be no meat added. So first thing you're gonna wanna do is add some sauce to the bottom of your pan, and you want enough to completely coat the bottom of your pan, okay? Because you're building layers, right? That's the beauty of the lasagna, is the layers, okay? So we'll do this. So if you think about it, right? So now we've got a layer of sauce, a layer of pasta, a layer of cheese, and then another layer of pasta, right? Then we'll add some more sauce. When I worked at Central Market, we would make large hotel pans of these, and they were about like, I don't know, 15 layers, and we did it all from scratch, you know. The pasta was made, we used pasta sheets, but we made the sauce in-house. We mixed up the cheeses and stuff. All of the vegetables, all of the meats were cooked there. All right, so then you've got your cheese. Now let's get a little more sauce on that. Spread that out. Use a little pressure on that spoon so that the sauce pushes into the cheese. We're ready for our next layer. You could add veggies in between this. In our next one, we're gonna add meat. Do a little more sauce. When I was at Central Market, we would make like 3 pans of meat lasagna, 2 pans of veggie lasagna, and 2 pans of cheese lasagna every day. Huge production kitchen there. You could even use ricotta cheese here. And now I already have the oven turned on. I have the oven set to 350. This is looking good. The sauce that I'm using here is an Alfredo, what is it? Alfredo marinara? Tomato and Alfredo pasta sauce. So it's kind of creamy already. Man, that's looking really good. Because remember, you've got 2 layers of pasta there. You've got pasta, cheese, and then more pasta. Then we've got a couple of randos. We'll put those guys on top. Let's see, a little more sauce, more cheese. And let's put these guys, let's see. No, we need sauce. You could hit it with some fresh herbs here, some oregano, some basil. Then we'll cap that off with some cheese. And now we'll place our lasagna in the oven, okay? All right, guys, so here is our second lasagna, and this one is gonna have meat. We've got our ground sausage, we've got our ground beef, we've got cheese, we've got our ravioli, and we've got our pasta sauce. Let's go ahead and start with a layer of the pasta sauce down on the bottom. Then what do we wanna do? Let's do a little bit of cheese. We'll do our sausage, give that a little press. Let's do a little more sauce. Keep it saucy. You don't want a dry lasagna, right? No way. Now let's go ahead and we'll put our pasta there. Remember, that's pasta, cheese, pasta. So those are the layers, right? Let's see, maybe I'll scoot those a little bit closer. I think we can get 4 across. That looks pretty good. Now we'll get a little more sauce. We'll do some of this ground beef, do cheese. We'll do sauce. Spread that guy out. Let's do sausage, pasta, and could have used a couple more. We'll do some more sauce. We'll do beef, cheese, the rest of the sauce, and now we'll finish it with cheese. And we'll take our lasagna into the oven. Well, guys, on this one, I burnt the cheese on top. I pulled it off, but I left it in the broiler too long, and this one got pretty toasty too. But let's taste it and see how we did. All right, let's get a serving of this. Definitely meaty. Kind of fell apart, but that's all right. All right, so let's take a bite. You know, the flavors of lasagna are definitely there, but the cohesiveness of lasagna with long pasta sheets is not there. Kind of fell apart. It's a bit sloppy, you know. But all in all, I mean, the flavors are there. It's just not holding together like a lasagna does. Would I make this again? Probably so. Is this better than lasagna? I don't think so. But we tried it and it's pretty good, and it was fast. It was very quick. So I do appreciate that about that, and I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Let me know if you make it. We'll see you soon here at the Chef's Backyard.